All right, folks. It is alright, Black Paws. I am, I am sick, but I am here with you, and I'm gonna preface this video with a content warning. Today, I am gonna be talking about some heavy stuff while we play Forager. So, viewer discretion definitely advised for this one. We're going back to the island, obviously. So. After yesterday's video, uh, my day went to hell, and that is the only way to describe it. Is my day went to hell. Uh, One of our dogs got a hold of a cat that had been wandering around the property, and before we could stop her, she'd done a lot of damage to it. Um, I spent my day trying to get it emergency care, but in the end, the damage done was just too severe, and unfortunately it had to be put down. And for someone like me, that's a very hard thing to do. I have a lot of empathy, and over over the time that I had been with this animal, I had been, because the closest emergency clinic was 90 minutes away, so that really, unfortunately, that really cut their odds of survival. But it was it was very traumatic to deal with that, to go through that, and I know some of you are probably going, you didn't even know this animal, why do you care? And the honest truth is, that's how I am. I have always been more emotionally attached to animals than people, and that's how my mother was, and that's how I am. And when you're in a traumatic situation like that, it leads to some very intense emotions. Like I will freely admit that I cried, I ugly cried a lot when dealing with this. And it's, and that is my normal when it comes to animals, is I care. And that's how I have been my whole life. So it is very hard to lose an animal, even an animal that really isn't yours. You still feel empathy, and you still feel the loss, even though no one else really did. And that was my yesterday. I mean, by the time I got back from the emergency care place where I'd taken her, I was completely drained. I mean, I was emotionally just completely drained. So I know that you're probably having problems hearing me because I'm talking so low. Part of that is I am still sick, And part of that too is this is a really hard thing to talk about, because, it, death and loss is never an easy thing to talk about. And I know that there are some of you out there who are going, this wasn't even your cat. Why do you care? And again, I have to say that I do care. That's how I am wired, I accept that there are some things that, that are going to happen. And what happened to that cat was intellectually, it was one of those things. But emotionally, it's the separation of intellect and emotion, because emotionally, I'm like, well, that cat died, and I still am feeling I'm still feeling rough just talking about it. I'm feeling the emotions coming back just talking about it. But so yeah, that was my yesterday, and my yesterday was incredibly rough. Hopefully you all understand, and some of you maybe can empathize with what I went through yesterday. I don't know. I don't know if, as a species, we still have the capability for empathy. I would like to think we do. But there are times where I don't know. And, even though yesterday was incredibly rough, the truth is, if I had to do it again, I would do it all over again with no hesitation. Because I would want to try to save that life. I would. And, yeah, that's... And that's how my day went yesterday. And I'm sorry to kind of bring the overall mood of the channel down and everything, but I have to talk about it. Because if I don't, it's going to fester, and it's going to... it's going to get worse, is what I'd be saying. If I didn't talk about it, it would get worse. I mean, right now, the dog that did it, I'm kind of, emotionally distant from right now, because I associate them with what happened yesterday. And I know that that's not fair to them, but, again, it's... intellectually, I know one thing. Emotionally, it's another thing. Stop hitting your own stuff, you goob. So yeah, it's just it was a very hard day yesterday. Skeleton. You know, add to that the fact that this bug that I have, it seems to be getting worse. And yeah, I'm not having a good stretch right now. And again, I am sorry for bringing the, you know, the overall mood of the channel down. I do try to kind of keep things light here and everything. But, you know, again, this was just, it was something that I have to talk about. Yeah, really bad time for an autosave there. So I hope your yesterday was better than mine, because mine was really rough. So pretty much needless to say, I've hugged the stuffings out of my cat quite a bit. So much so that he's kind of starting to avoid me a little bit, because he knows that he's going to get hugged. Because yesterday was very rough. Okay, let's see what we got in the shops. Really nothing there. Oh no. We're not doing a star scroll. Okay. Alright, come on. Come on. Some weed of the sea. Come on. Okay, slime. Gives me some energy. I wish it was that easy in real life. Market should be about to resupply in 3 minutes. Not that long. Okay, come on. Okay, I got more fiberglass. Go me. Okay, come on. Need you to get... Okay, diggy do. No bones or anything. I've kind of noticed that the dig spots happen in clusters. So like you'll get one dig spot and then a little while later you get another one and then so on. Hopefully that stays the case and I didn't just jinx myself. But knowing my luck, I probably did. Market's restarted. Okay, let's see what you got. Nothing useful there. Nothing useful there. Okay. Alright, let's gather these up. And then we'll call it a video. Again, I'm sorry for kind of like bringing the mood of the channel down with what I talked about in this video, but it is something that I needed to talk about. I needed to get it out of me because otherwise it'll fester. Uh, it will continue to negatively impact me. So I have I have to talk about it, and it's hard to talk about it because it was so traumatic and everything, and there was a lot of emotion around it. And I'm sorry again for, you know, dumping this on all of you. But life does happen, and this incident is going to kind of keep me a little subdued on the channel for a while, uh, just because it's it was rough, it was emotional, and I'm still processing it. So, um, so until next time, everyone, please remember: be safe, be well, stay strong, stay healthy, both physically and mentally. So there are a lot of people out there, including myself, who are going through things right now, who are having issues right now. Hopefully not health related, and hopefully nothing like what I went through yesterday. Please be good to each other. Please do the best you can for each other. Please stop the hate. And I'm going to try to be back tomorrow with another episode of Glacial. This week, it's just going to be playing it by ear and taking it day by day. And that's the honest truth, folks.